Seminoles.com in Lane Stadium in Blacksburg, Virginia. It's the countdown to kickoff presented by Lowe's. I'm Lane Hurt along with Ryan Pensy. And Ryan, before we even get talking about the game, we got to talk about the weather here. It could get down to 27 degrees. That play into anything for the Seminoles? I mean, you can plan for a lot of things, but you can't plan for 27 degrees.
Well, you're right, Lane. There's no way to replicate the conditions that we may face here tonight. They're calling for wind out of the northwest at about 10 miles an hour. Kind of where we are inside Lane Stadium, it seems like the wind shouldn't be that big of an issue, kind of protected a little bit from this stadium. But even being inside the Seminole locker room, you can tell they've got all of the cold weather gear out, the heavy coats, the thermal stuff. So yeah, how the Seminoles handle this cold weather this evening could be a big difference. If the Seminoles can't kind of put that past them, then that certainly could be an impact. But the Seminoles have tended to play very well in the cold. They're not expecting any type of precipitation tonight. I think that's the big factor. As long as there's no sleet, no snow, should be good.
Of course, it's Thursday night here in Blacksburg, and of course the Hokie fans are going to be loud. Enter Sandman will be playing as Virginia Tech runs on the field. They expect a raucous environment. Florida State hasn't exactly been at their best on the road. How important is a quick start for this team to try to silence that crowd?
You know, I spoke earlier this week with offensive coordinator James Coley, and one of the things that he said is whether the Seminoles are able to come out early and get a touchdown, he just wants to make sure that composure is kept. And I think that's a very key thing here in this matchup tonight. Florida State, whether they get an early score, they still have to be hungry and aggressive and not take their foot off the gas. And if they don't, if they come out and they get stopped, they just need to continue to keep their focus on what the prize is tonight, and that's coming out and getting a win however you have to do it. So it's that consistency and that drive throughout the game, whether you're up or down early on, that's going to make a difference.
I know the Seminoles against Duke, they went to the air early and often got some big plays. That could be a key, get some big plays, silence the crowd, get that lead, and that #1 ranked defense can go to work. And of course, that #1 ranked defense has to work a lot of with Logan Thomas tonight. A big guy. Bjorn said this week, talking about Thomas, that he thinks he might actually be bigger than him. That's quite a load to take down. Going to take some gang tackling and really got to wrap up with him.
Well, and we've just found out today, this is some breaking news actually, Logan Thomas is actually dealing with an ankle injury, and it'll be interesting to see what he's able to do during the course of his preparations for this contest. Virginia Tech doesn't have a whole lot behind him. I mean, it is Logan Thomas at quarterback and then a significant drop-off, and he produces so much for their offense. If he's not 100%, if guys like Werner and Carradine can get in there and really cause some havoc, this could be a very different football game tonight.
Absolutely. To me, it's the big plays with Virginia Tech. They like to go deep. Logan Thomas had a 76-yard touchdown run the other week. Maybe with the ankle injury, that might not be part of the game plan. But if the Noles could stop the big plays, do you think that Virginia Tech can drive down the field on this Seminole defense?
I don't. I think if Florida State can limit Logan Thomas and can limit the deep ball, they should be in for a pretty good night tonight. I'm not sure that Virginia Tech has the horses that they've had in the past in their running game. Look for Florida State if they can get a couple of early touchdowns to really blow this one open.
Well, it's going to be cold, it's going to be loud, but Florida State, coming off the bye week, will hopefully be ready for all of it. Of course, Seminoles.com will have everything you need before, during, and after the game, and of course, you can listen live to this game on the Seminoles IMG Network with, of course, the voice of the Seminoles, Gene Deckerhoff and William Floyd. It's the countdown to kickoff presented by Lowe's. I'm Lane Hurt for Ryan Pensy. Go Noles.